YouTube, what's going on? Doing a little project today, and something I wanted to show you and share with you guys. What you see right here in front of you is a Mossberg 500 receiver, and it's taken apart completely because I'm installing the Magpul furniture on it. The handguard and the stock, both in flat dark earth, the SGA stock. So what's unique about the 500 though, especially if you have a newer 500, I think from 2008 on, is they have this one piece action bars that are molded into the handguard. So you actually technically can't even replace this because it's one piece. But what you can do, and that's what a lot of this video is about, just to kind of give you some information in case you didn't know, is you can order a long 7 5/8 inch action tube assembly for the Mossberg 500. Install this, which is pretty simple. You can see I've got the gun taken apart, and all I did was take the barrel out, which is so simple, punched out the trigger group pin here, took out the trigger group, the bolt face, and these little rails here, and then I was able to slide that action tube off, and then this is the new action tube, and you can just slide it right on and get it all lined up, and I'll do that off camera so I don't mess with it. And then you can install the Magpul handguard. It's made for the 590, but also works on the 500. So, and what I bought, I called Mossberg to buy this part, and they're on back order right now, and Brownells is on back order. So I found on Amazon the ProMag Mossberg 500 12 gauge 7 5/8 inch action tube assembly with the action tube nut. You do need the action tube nut, and when the Mossberg one did not come with it, so that was an extra piece, so you'd have to pay more. I got this for $44 on Amazon. Now I'm skeptical with that name because they make some pretty crappy stuff, but they also make some decent stuff. But the reviews on Amazon for this action tube assembly are really good, and it seems really well made. So we're going to get this put on, but this is the part you need to use the Magpul forend on your Mossberg 500 shotgun. If you have a newer model from 2008 and newer, and you need this tube, this nut, but that also comes with the ProMag version. I'll put a link in the description below. Let's get this baby installed. Alright, so getting that action tube in there, you know, it does require you to remove the trigger group, punch out that pin, mess around with the bolt. So I'm going to put a link in the description below to a good video I watched to help me do that, instead of, you know, sitting here trying to film it myself and messing around with it. So I've got the forearm installed, no problem. We're going to put the rest of the gun together with the new stock, and we'll come back. Alright, so you can see we got the barrel back on. We got the forend installed correctly. Get the trigger group back in. It does take a little finagling. It's not hard. It just, you have to line things up correctly. But so there you go. The Magpul 500 or the Magpul 590 forend on the Mossberg 500 with that new action tube assembly. I'm going to install the stock. Pretty simple to do. I mean, you can see the other stock's off. There's just a big old long bolt right here that goes in there, and the Magpul stock uses, I think, its own bolt. And the best thing about this stock is that it has adjustable length of pull. It's got some spacers that it comes with, so you can customize the length of pull on this gun. And you've got a bunch of these spacers here, so there's one installed already, and then you can add or remove as necessary. So pretty cool, guys. We'll get that installed and we'll come right back. Alright, so here's the finished product. We got the stock on, which was quite easy to put on. Again, you can adjust the length of pull by putting these spacers. I haven't done that yet. It's got a nice generous recoil pad that'll help with recoil on that gun. Shoulders really nicely. I've used this same stock on a Remington 870 before. Actually, it was a Remington 870 clone, but there it is on the 500. The flat dark earth. Looks awesome. It's hard to get the camera to pick up the whole gun in one frame, so we're going to have to just do kind of a pan motion here. So, but there you go, Mossberg 500, the Magpul furniture. So yes, you can install this stock and handguard on a Mossberg 500 produced after 2008. You just need to order that longer slide action tube, which is this 5 7/8 or 7 5/8, one of the two. Let me verify that real quick. 7 5/8, yeah, 7 5/8 action tube, and you can have that Mossberg the Magpul on there, and I got a little rail here. I'm gonna put a light on there, so we're good to go. Get yourself a nice little home defense shotgun for pretty cheap, and the Mossberg actually sells this kind of setup, but it's cheaper if you already have a 500, even to buy a 500 and buy the stock by yourself, which is interesting. So, all right, guys, see you next time.